The drone doesn't really care what it's painting. It can paint architectural paintings, commercial coatings, industrial coatings, maritime coatings. As long as you can spray it with the conventional commercial off-the-shelf technology for spray painting, the drone can spray it. For both of these drones, everything stays on the ground except for a hose and the drone. Overspray is a problem anytime you're spraying paint. The drone has no more or no less overspray than a person. The only difference is there's a drone holding the spray nozzle and trigger instead of a person.
Today we had some graffiti up on the wall that we wanted to cover up, so we used our drone for this demonstration. Well, I mean, there's nothing else made for this, so it's kind of a unique situation. Drone flies beautifully, gets up there, once you get your distances right and your speeds right, you see the paint lays down nice and good coat.
So industrial coatings are their own beast, right? When it comes to protective coatings, right, those are actually applied in millage rates, right? So you have wet film thickness and dry film thickness when the paint dries. And those are measured in thousandths of an inch. So our drone can paint very similar to what a human can paint when it comes to protective coating.
If you're gonna paint something that is hard to access, you're gonna fly it. If you are going to paint higher buildings, let's say, something with 5, 6, 7, 8 stories, that'd be great.
So they got to bring in a crane or lift of some sort and close the road down for an hour plus to get set up and get it done. I could set up in 5 minutes, go up there for 10 minutes and take care of the graffiti, and then back down on the ground and get your lane back opened up. So it's kind of a no-brainer. You got to have lane down for 30 minutes. Instead of an hour or 2 hours doing it the traditional way.
This machine has amazing applications overseas. There's a lot of demand for made in the USA products worldwide. It's got a lot bigger coverage in shorter period of time. It probably doesn't get tired and it's more reliable in the sense that it follows a pattern and you can go back up and retouch. You don't have to climb down the ladder back up or the scaffold and whatever that may be.
So there's just an endless array of different applications where this can be used. And we're always iterating on the software and the technology to make it more adaptable to different types of environments.
Painting tall structures the old way is slow, expensive, and frankly dangerous. Apellix just makes more sense.